Braincare presents 11 reasons why it is hard for an empath to find love. Empaths are individuals who possess strong sensitivity and act with understanding and compassion toward others. They often get exhausted if they spend too much time among other people, because they tend to absorb their feelings. Empaths are some of the most wonderful people to be in a relationship with. That much is true, but it is especially hard to get into a relationship with one. The empath is a complex and sometimes frustrating person to be around. You can either handle them or you can't. There isn't much room in between. Although empaths are blessed with many positive qualities, to love such a person could turn out more difficult than you have ever imagined. The reason lies in their character. Here are 11 personal traits of empaths that make them hard to love. Number 1. They need to be alone. First of all, empaths need to spend some time on their own. They want to stay alone for a while, because as mentioned above, when they meet with other people, they absorb their feelings, and this exhausts them to death. Being alone gives the empath an opportunity to relieve the emotional stress they've been through and regain their strength. The empath will choose the relationship that they find most challenging more often. He or she will want to be able to grow and make changes rather than be comfortable. While empaths are very sensitive people, they do not often choose the best path. Number 2. They can't say no. The empath's warmheartedness goes as far as not paying attention to their own needs. Or in other words, empaths are always ready to help others even when they need help themselves. That could cause problems for their well-being. The inability of empaths to say no is something that could certainly make the relationship with them difficult. An empath can't set their boundaries and might spend a lot of energy and time on people and situations that probably don't concern them. Empaths can be a bit frustrating because they always want to help. While most see this as a good quality in a relationship, when someone is constantly wanting to help, it makes you feel inferior or down in general. While that is not their intent, it does happen more often than not. Number 3. They pay too much attention to details. This is a result of their highly sensitive personality. Empaths usually notice small details. Because of that, they can't stay focused on one thing. This trait of their character could be annoying and difficult to bear. Certainly, it's not nice to have a partner who gets distracted easily by insignificant things while you expect them to help you do something really important. An empath will come across tons of people in their life that just want to use them. These people will want to take from them and give nothing back. This makes them more closed off when it comes to getting into relationships in the first place. Number 4. They behave like your parent. The empath thinks it's his or her obligation to help, heal and guide others, especially their partner. As a result, they could start behaving like a parent. But loving your significant other doesn't have anything to do with being their mum or dad. Successful relationships are based on mutual understanding, respect, and equality. When it comes to a relationship, you are supposed to be equals, but the empath will still try to heal his or her partner. While sometimes this is fine, if it becomes a constant thing, it can make the partner feel as if he or she is not giving back enough in the relationship. This will make the partner feel inferior, whether that was the intent or not. Number 5. They fall for emotionally hurt people. For empaths, love equates to helping others. For this reason, they try to save people and very often fall in love with someone who has problems and needs emotional support. Most often the empath starts a relationship with the narcissist. Unfortunately, such relationships usually end sadly. They also fall for emotionally love. While they know most of the emotions they are feeling are not their own, they do take them personally. When they are feeling down about something they have absorbed, their partner can make it worse without realizing. There are a lot of issues that arise because of the empath's gift, but that doesn't devalue what it is. Number 6. They are honest. Empaths are honest and always speak the truth, even though they try to say it without being harsh. Although being honest is a positive trait in general, very often the truth is painful and difficult to handle. As a result, at some point, the empath's partner or friend could start feeling uncomfortable because they have to deal with too much honesty. Sometimes we fall in love with people who just cannot handle the freedom that the empath needs. Empaths don't do well with people trying to control them, even if it is on a small level. They will shut down completely and lock out anyone who doesn't allow them room to recharge. Number 7. They are always busy helping others. Empaths are a very different kind of people. The reason for that is they always help and heal other individuals and often forget their own needs. Sadly, being good to others could be fatal to the empath's personal life. There comes a time when their partner starts feeling neglected because the empath is always busy with someone else's problems. The sad thing that many of us empaths don't realize is that often our desire to heal others is a disguised cry for help for our healing. Because many of us weren't taught how to value or nurture ourselves at a young age, we tend to seek out our healing in the healing of others unconsciously. Number 8. Too much stress. Many empaths struggle with mental conditions, like anxiety and depression, because they always feel the pain of others, and tend to personalize other people's emotions and actions. The fact is that empaths are highly sensitive. That could cause too much stress, and could lead to emotional exhaustion. Number 9. Their love is strong but complicated. Last but not least, the love of the empath is intense, sincere and unique. Being loved by an empath means being cherished and appreciated. Having someone who's always there for you no matter what. However, these people are sometimes difficult to bear. They are too honest, they give too much, they are too sensitive to other people's problems. And that makes them difficult to be loved by someone who doesn't see the world through their eyes. The truth is that empaths are like emotional sponges. They absorb the emotions of the people who they have contact with. Their kind, sensitive souls are a blessing for the ones who need emotional help and support, but for their families and friends, the empaths could be a heavy burden. The empath's sensitive personality could be the reason for falling apart of their relationships. Not too many people would be happy to have a partner who spends most of their time and energy helping others. That is why empaths are hard to love. The empath will choose the relationship that they find most challenging more often. He or she will want to be able to grow and make changes rather than be comfortable. While empaths are very sensitive people, they do not often choose the best path. Number 10. They are different. I know it shouldn't be a reason, but it is, and sometimes people who are different have trouble finding love. The empath knows this all too well. The empath cannot change who he or she is. Number 11. The empath often becomes overwhelmed with emotions. Sometimes when an empath is overwhelmed, it can upset their partner. It is something they are not sure how to deal with, and for a non-empath, it can be scary. While you don't want them to feel this way, sometimes the person dating an empath can feel like they have to walk on eggshells to prevent setting you off, depending on how overwhelmed you are that day. Sure, you can get rid of the negative emotions and be fine, but we all break down from time to time. Empaths, when they do find real love, love with all that they have. The love of an empath is an amazing thing, and if you are lucky enough to get it protected. Sure, the empath is odd, but he or she will be there for you through whatever this life throws your way. Please do share our video for friends and family. See you in the next video.